Istongo, Seminole, Mojinita, Haramnita, Heathers, and Pompala, Hitakathia, Setafetchkis, Dongo Falata, Flo Chatifkados, Mojinita, Haram, Yanita, Hithos, Stedowa, Legidowa. Legitskidowa. Is that right?
Honey?
Jeremy Legidos.
Stongo Seminole.
Woohoo! We're back with another Tuesday.
See, they got the double header on that
I
one.
know.
Golly, all right.
We're back for another Tuesday Seminole Nation radio show here at KWSH. And today
Live.
Yes, live streaming worldwide on TVs, radios, computers, phones, you name it. We're on the air. All right. How was your weekend, Jeremy?
Pretty low key this weekend. I kind of stayed home and rested. Seemed like we walked 20 miles at ITC in Durant. My legs was sore.
It was bad.
Oh, man.
I didn't even want to get out of my room because it was like, well, if I go anywhere, I've got to walk like 30 minutes to go find something to eat. I did not want to do that.
We was laughing because we was looking for stuff to eat at the resort or wherever we was staying, the casino or whatnot, looking for things to go eat. And it says, you are half mile that, because if y'all have never been to the Durant Casino, so we went to the ITC, which is the Intertribal Conference that is usually every quarter that the 5 tribes host, and every tribe takes a turn hosting it. And this last week was hosted by the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, and that Choctaw Casino where it was held at is humongous. And so, if you like to get I got over 16,000 steps one day. I don't even walk 6,000 steps in a day. And man, my knees was hurting. I had to ice them down. Those bags that you get in the hotel room that you put ice in, I had to knot that thing up and put it on my knees and elevate my legs because I was sore.
Golly. They need to have shuttles. That's what I kept thinking every time we was down there was they need to have shuttles.
Well, so I did take a shuttle one day. It took me 30 minutes on the shuttle. Great experience. I had a good time, learned a lot. We did our language. We had a language symposium on that Wednesday. And then every Thursday there in ITC, we do a language subgroup and committee. And we, all the committees of the nation have meetings with the other tribes. So that way everyone kind of knows what everyone's doing. And it's a good kind of motivation. If you're not doing something that other tribes are doing, it's kind of good affirmation because other tribes are doing some of the same things and working towards the same goals. And so it's always a good time, but man, I was not trying to get my cardio in last week, and I got more than enough.
Plenty.
I already worked off my Thanksgiving dinner.
Golly.
I know.
Not KOI.
I'm done.
Alrighty.
Well, what'd you do this weekend, Florence?
My weekend was also low key. I feel like I slept Saturday. Sunday. I feel like I slept most of that day.
Today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday?
Monday and Hayatkidos.
Golly. I didn't do anything. I'm just going to say I didn't do anything this weekend. I just remember sleeping a lot. But, well, speaking of the weekend, this Sunday will be October 20th.
It is.
Okay. October 20th. So, if you are going to any of these church services, it is their 4th Sunday church service dates for Butler Creek, Cedar Creek, Eufaula, Grave Creek, Greenleaf, Hijiti, Neaka, Randall Mission, Sand Creek, Tallahassee, Thawatli, Tucapothica, Tugabachi, Tuskegee, and Wewoka Indian Baptist. Did I say those right?
I think so.
Woohoo! Alrighty. But, if you're going somewhere this weekend, might want to give them a call. Make sure they're not visiting other churches, because we know it's all about fellowship. So make sure you call ahead.
And, Florence, it is that time of year. October That means Halloween's coming up,
Mm-hmm.
right, in a couple weeks. And so, when I was growing up, I went to Middle Creek #1, and we used to put on the best haunted, best haunted house. Like, you'd walk through this thing, and there would just be skeletons, and I mean, it was great. I mean, we went all out when I was a kid, and that was part of the reason I probably don't want to go back to that church after dark. But other than that, it's about that time when some of our local churches will have fall festivals, harvest festivals, things, around this time. And the first flyer that I seen come out happened just to be from my old church, Middle Creek #1. So shout out to Pastor Mark Smith over there in Dustin, Oklahoma, or Lamar, Oklahoma. Carson, technically, I guess. But Fall Fest, Saturday, October 26th, from 12:30 to 3 o'clock for all ages. They're going to have some nachos, some chili, some hot dogs, and drinks. I know some of the people that bring some of the food over there, and trust me, it is pretty good. They're going to have a cakewalk, a turkey shoot, costume contest for kids and adults, games and candy prizes. And so get out there to Middle Creek #1 on Saturday, October 26th from 12:30 to 3.
Woohoo.
And get a bowl of chili for me too.
All right, and then every week we talk about the ones who started their journey. So at this time, we're going to take a moment of silence. A lot of families are missing loved ones today, so let's remember those families and members of the community in your prayers. Muddo. All right, and then first off in government today, we have a general council meeting for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma at the Miccosukee Mission Council House in Seminole, Oklahoma. It is a special call meeting on November 9th, 2024 at 10 a.m.
And I do believe an agenda has been posted on that. So if you go to the SNO website, which is www.sno-innocent.gov, you should be able to check out that agenda online.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then up next, also November 9th, the second annual Native Market from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the OAP building at the Miccosukee Mission. Concession will be available, and there is a 10 by 10 space for a $40 donation item for the silent auction. 45 spots will be available, and the deadline will be October 18th, 2024. For more information or to reserve your spot as a vendor, contact Marcy B. Harjo at 405-563-9057.
All right, and also coming up October 19th from 2 to 6 p.m. at the Miccosukee Mission OAP building, the Fall Festival presented by Seminole Nation's domestic violence program. It's a chili cook. I combined two programs all in one. But the chili cook-off, games, cakewalk, silent auction. For more information, contact Terry Stone at 405-382-37662. Y'all got to stop, man. And there are rules to the chili cook-off. You can't just buy a pack of chili and expect that to win. There's rules to these things. There's protocol. There's protocol. And so, and that's all posted on the Facebook page as well.
Alrighty. What's next? Cooking demonstration, October 22nd at the Food Distribution Program Kitchen at 1 p.m. They will be making pumpkin raisin bread and pumpkin cornbread. So join them. It is going to be led by Teresa Jackson and Keenan Springer. For more information, you can call 405-257-7236.
Ooh, that's next Tuesday. We've been hyping that one up. I might need some of that pumpkin cornbread. So, all right. And then, Bo, do you happen to have some good thought-provoking music? Because here recently, we just got a Did You Know from the Historic Preservation Office. Florence, did you know that the first battle of the Seminole Wars was the Battle of Foultown, where Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Arbuckle attacked a group of Seminoles that were being defended by Seminole Chief Neamatha and his warriors? The battle endured from November 21st to the 23rd of 1817. at the Foultown site in Georgia, thus starting the beginnings of the Seminole Wars in the Southeast. Did you know that?
I didn't
So
know
1817, and about this time.
Well, if you didn't know, now you know.
And that was brought to you again by the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Historic Preservation Office. Muddo.
All right. Again, the Housing Authority is looking for an IT technician. An application for employment can be found at hasnoc.org. You can submit your application, resume, and a copy of your valid driver's license. The applicant will be subject to a nationwide background check, motor vehicle report, and drug screen. You can submit your information to hasnoc administrative officer at P.O. Box 1493 or 120 West 4th Street in Wewoka, or email administrative officer at hasnoc.org at 405 or call 405-257-6604. That position will be open until it is filled.
Okay, and then last week we talked about this great OAP menu and the goulash. However, this week they're having fried meat, Salisbury steak tomorrow, sloppy joes on Thursday, and then biscuit and gravy on Friday. And remember, the best meal for $7 cash that you can get on the res of your 55 and under, 55 and older can eat for free if you go to the OAP building. So make sure you head on down there and have a good lunch.
Alrighty. And then, speaking of OAP, Fall Festival on October 31st from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the OAP building. This event is for elders 55 and up only. They'll have a game booth, arts and crafts, and etc. See you there. Woohoo.
All right. And then also, one visit, two vaccines. Plan your visit today for the newest COVID vaccines and annual flu vaccine. Get both vaccinations at the same time. Immunizations available Monday through Friday at the clinic.
Right, and then what else? Oh, October 26th, the basketball tournament, 3 versus 3, first 5 teams per division, co-ed 8 through 12, boys and girls 13 through 15, and boys and girls 16 through 18. The registration fee is $10 per team. First place will receive long sleeve shirts, and second place will get t-shirts. You can register your team and contact Tasia at 918-650-8721.
All right, and birthdays. Let's see, we have Bobby Lena, James Whitecloud, Lainey Cole, Leonard Gouge, Linda Davis, Will Jackaway, Nathan Williams, Danielle Yargi, Nereda Hoba, Anthony Ahola, Daniel Wesley, Uriah Wapskinny. So, Jinhichka Denita Fetchka Ojabashj. And we have some local celebrities in the house today. We kind of got through our announcements so we can make sure we have time for probably one of the best young football teams in the area. We would like to welcome the Sasakwa Vikings football staff.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going great, man.
Man,
thanks for having us.
I think I still got a bit of Corky's cleat in my back from when we was playing football back about 20 years ago.
Yeah,
and man, that thing still hurts every once in a while, Corky, when you ran me over.
Luckily I didn't weigh what I weigh now, so.
So, man, you guys have been doing a good job. First, introduce yourselves, and then give us a little background on the Sasakwa Vikings.
Corky Snodgrass, this is my third year coaching at Sasakwa. Previously, was at Wewoka for several years and coached at Carnival in my student teaching days. And I got one of my assistants, Levi Harjo, a childhood friend of mine. We grew up just half a block away from each other, and he's been with me the whole ride here at Sasakwa, and very thankful for him. He does this for no pay. He works for Seminole Nation, and he comes out when he's off duty, and he puts in the work, man, coaching, and I'm happy and thankful that he helps me out.
Good deal. Now, I know when you first started, you guys had a rough couple years.
Yeah, we did. It was real rough. First year, I was just telling Mark that when I was interviewed, they told me that we wouldn't have enough enough kids to finish the season. And so that was kind of our goal the first year was we wasn't really focused on winning or losing. We just wanted to make sure we finished the season. And thankfully, we ended the season with 15 players. For those of y'all that don't know, that's quite a bit for down there. And we play 8-man. So to finish that first season with more players than we were told we were going to have was a win in itself. So our whole focus was different that first year. Now the second year, we were a little more.
We were humbled.
Yeah, we were very humbled, and so we were more geared to winning games. And unfortunately, it didn't turn out. But on the win-loss record, we only won one that year, but it was the last game of the season. It was great momentum coming into this season. But however, we quadrupled our points that year, so we could put up the points, but we just couldn't stop them. And so the biggest difference in those 2 years and this year is we brought in a defensive coordinator, a local guy that had some experience with a semi-pro team, which is 8-man. And he come up with the defensive playbook, and the kids love him. He jumped in on our strength and conditioning program, and that's one of the biggest differences we see this year. Our kids are more physical, they're stronger, and they're more confident. It took a while to get them out of that mindset of we're not a football school, and so that's probably the best part of it, as a defense. That's the biggest improvement, I should say, is our defense and physicality. And so we're going to try to keep this train rolling, man. It's a good time to be a Viking right now.
Yeah. And then also, when we first started talking a couple years ago about when you was coaching, you was like, man, we've got this group of 8th graders coming up. We've got this group of freshmen. Then it became, we got this group of freshmen coming up.
They're here.
I guess they're here.
Yeah, they are here. We have 2 seniors and 2 juniors, and the rest are freshmen and sophomores. And I'll let Levi tell you those first 2 years how I got through it. I'll let him explain that.
I said, Corky Joe, all we got to do is get through this year. We got through that first year. Second year, hey, we just got to get through this one more year. Look at them 8th graders. Yeah, there's some dogs. They're coming up. Well, them dogs are here now.
Yeah.
And we're about to wake them up.
Yeah. And so this is the group that everyone knows about. We've been waiting on them to get up here, and we're lucky enough to get this group to start all the sports seasons because they're good in everything, and they're just a good group of kids. They're close knit. They hang out outside of school. They have a very tight bond, and that's one thing that goes a long ways that a lot of people might not realize is when you have this guy's back outside the court or off the field, man, that goes a long ways, and you trust the next man beside you. And so we're very thankful this group is finally there, and they'll be something to watch too in basketball. So
let's talk about this year. So this last week, you guys beat Midway 62-0.
Yeah.
And Midway, decent team in the district, right?
Well, not this year, but predominantly they're a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Going into that game, Sasakwa had never beat Midway. No, they beat them one time out of 8 tries. So that was what we got motivation for our kids. Hey, you want to be one of the teams to beat Midway. So we handle business. In 8-man, they have the mercy rule. If you're up by 45 at halftime, it's the ball game. So we challenged them to do that. We've been on the other side of that the last few years. So we've got 2 of those this year, and like I said, we just want to keep the train rolling. We're just trying to stay humble, but then again, prepare for every team each and every week differently. And we know anyone can beat anyone. We know that. We're not stupid when it comes to that stuff. But I think how we prepare for the games is top notch. I have Coach Berryhill. He's a wizard at picking apart film and breaking down film. Then I have Coach Dola, who's not here with us today, and then Coach Harjo. Not only do the coaches do film study, our players do, man. And since we got a few wins, they look forward to pulling that film and watching other teams. So.
Good deal. And so this Thursday night, with it being fall break, you guys are playing on Thursday, playing Maysville. Tell us a little bit about that game coming up.
Man, we need everybody to come out and support us. This is a big game. Up to this point, it's going to be the biggest game we have this season. It pretty much comes down to the winner will probably win the district title. Right now, they're right behind us in second, but they just beat a very good Paoli team who was picked to win the district. They beat them last week, so this is a big one for our guys, and we're up for the challenge. So anyone can come out and watch us. Come down there to Sasakwa, get you a burger. We got pulled pork, man. We'll hook you up. Nachos are on point. You know what I'm talking about. So.
And then look at the biggest guy in the room. You know what we're talking about.
Hey, I see you guys at the hospitality room, so I know how we do. I do the same thing, man.
And then also, you didn't mention this, but both Midway and Sasakwa kind of ranked in the top 10 going into this week.
Maysville, yeah.
Maysville,
yeah. They're currently we're 5, and I think they're 7 or 9. Not sure, but they have a great coach, and this will be the third year we played them. Last year, we played them really close in the first half, and then wheels just kind of fell off. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot, but one thing about Maysville, doesn't matter their record or anything. They have some big country boys that will hit you, man. And we found that out the last 2 years, so we know what to expect this year.
Good deal.
And I think we're ready for them.
And then so to see the Sasakwa Vikings in action, go out to Sasakwa. I want to say this weekend, but it's going to be Thursday at 7 p.m. What time? Or kickoffs right at 7?
Right at 7.
Kickoffs right at no Indian time there, they said. So make sure you get there a little bit early so that way you can go get some of that pulled pork, get some of that nachos, and find you a seat. They need to bring chairs out there, or what
they can. Yeah, they're more than welcome to bring their chair. We do have a whole native section, man, and they're probably the loudest fans we got. I ain't gonna lie. The refs definitely know where that section is. My wife kind of heads up that little section, so come out and get rowdy with us, man.
Yeah, everybody come see us.
Yeah, you said native section. I keep looking at y'all's ball caps, man. Y'all got some nice ball caps that says Sasakwa Vikings all beaded on the brim.
Yep. Scott Martin did these for us. All of our coaches have them, and we take pride in being native, man. We're very fortunate to do what we do, and we have probably, man, I don't know the numbers, but almost our whole team is either Seminole or Creek. I think we have a couple Chickasaws on there, but that's one thing that I love about my job is that, you get to help inspire these youths and keep them motivated doing things. And we not only just coach them, we mentor them for life and everything else. So it's just a good time to be a part of a winning season.
I remember, all my coaches. I still see them today. Call them coach.
Yes. Yes.
And they'll be like, "No, you can call me. No, you ain't Mark. You ain't Rick. You're coach."
Yeah. And coaches have a great impact on young people's lives, and that's what we hope to do to the kids we coach someday. We hope they still look up to us. When they're out of school.
And so we always give people this chance towards the end of the show, with the show being streamed live on the internet now. We used to be about, our listening audience used to be about 1 million. Now it's probably about 1.5, maybe 2.
Yeah.
So give a shout out to your team. This is where if you want to give shout outs to any boosters you can, but your team and your seniors, this is all y'all.
I just want to give a shout out to all my boys for coming out and working hard all summer long. It's still in the weight room before we go out and practice today, every day. Just keep showing up. You seniors, play your hearts out. It's all you can do rest of the year, because after that, there ain't no more. Go to college, you may not. But all my players, I just want y'all to leave it out there. Let's have fun doing it.
Always leave it on the field, no regrets.
Yeah, same thing, man. Shout out to all my team and the fans. We're proud of you. We want to keep on winning and making everyone else proud. Give a shout out to Coach Jones. He's the big celebrity. Yeah, I'm surprised y'all didn't ask him to escort us here. But no, he's a great guy. He's our announcer. He has nicknames for the kids. Come out and listen to him. He gets hyped for these guys, and he's a big part of me choosing Sasakwa. Me and my kids. He's a great coach, great man, and just shout out to our whole school, man. Sasakwa, we're here, man. Sacktown, don't back down.
All right, and so again, go out to the game Thursday. Go support these young ones out there at 7 p.m. They said get there early to get that pulled pork because it might run out, and then watch them try to get this district title, Class C. But you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the community and events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday right here at 11 a.m. on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. for Flowwise. I'm Jeremy Fultz. Mado for coming out, Sasakwa Vikings.
Mado.
We'll see you later. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.